Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful, amazing viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so thrilled to have you guys here, and hopefully these messages resonate for you. If you're returning, I am so blessed, so grateful, and thankful to have you guys here, and I cannot wait to get into your reading. So we're doing a relationship reading, and we're looking at the path in regards to the connection on your mind, and generally as it goes, because I'm reading energy, the strongest energy pulls through. So if another relationship comes through that you're not intending on hearing about, you can certainly select another pile, although sometimes energy is interconnected and the same connection comes through in multiple piles. We could be looking anywhere on the timeline, past, present, future state. Only you can tell what's resonating for you. Do not make anything fit. This is a general reading, meaning there's many people here. So the gist of the energy, the essence of the energy is what we're looking at in regards to the connection and where this connection is headed. So we will be looking at current state, or what's happened kind of in the past, so that you know whether this is your connection or not. And then we will touch on sort of the future direction of where this connection is going. So big ambitions today with 6 piles, although I do not intend on diving in too deep on these connections, and we'll see what sort of comes out on the surface. We have oracle cards and some tarot cards, so take a look at these 6 options. We have the pathway of the highway for option 1. Option 2, we have the crescent. Option 3, we have the street. Option 4, we have the drive. Option 5, we have the road. And option 6, we have the avenue. So if you're drawn to multiple piles, there could be multiple connections wanting to pull through, or multiple aspects in regards to the same connection that might be pulling through. Okay, so only you know what resonates for you. Do not feel stuck to one pile, and sometimes there is no message that pulls through for you, and that's absolutely fine. And maybe there's another reader on YouTube that could tap into the frequency of your connection. All right, so this is a relationship read, and I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below, and it will take you directly to your pick. So I will see you there. Hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys picked the pathway of the highway. Pile 1. Let's take a look at the connection on your mind and see where this connection is headed. And we'll tap into sort of the current state, or what has happened up until now, so that you have a good idea whether this is your pile. And then we'll take a look at sort of where this is going. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, if you skip forward, sometimes the energy pulls through of another connection. Whatever is the strongest is what we see here generally. Okay, so if it's not what you're wanting to hear in regards to the person on your mind, you can go check out another pile. And like I mentioned, if there's multiple piles resonating for you, then there could be multiple aspects in regards to the connection that's pulling through, or multiple connections wanting to come through to deliver a message. So we have pre-shuffled oracle cards, and oops, forgot to pull these out of here. We're using the Black Tarot for your read. I've not looked at these oracle cards, so interesting. King of Wands drew my attention. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the bottom of the deck. Masculine energy. Let's pull and see. All right, so we have the Blue Temple, 54, and we have date, meeting someone new. Dating, getting back out there. Plan, set a date. Wow. And we have, will you give me a second chance? Interesting. And we have betrayal. Okay. We have love. We have twin flame facilitator with expansive growth, 4-4. We have authenticity, number 10. The energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others as well as with ourselves. Interesting, with authenticity and betrayal here. And we have fourth chakra. This is the heart ray chakra. The energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. And we have open relationship, no commitment, casual, and openness. Okie dokie. So let's pull the tarot, see what we see, and we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for a beautiful highway group, pile number 1, in regards to the connection on their mind, the connection they came here about. What is this messaging all about in regards to the future of this connection? Thank you, spirits. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. And one more. I do feel these. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck. 6 of Wands. More fire energy. Okay, so we had King of Wands, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is the victory card, although that is ego for me. And look at this ego card. Okay, somebody flexing their muscles. Let's reveal these cards, and then I will tap into what this is about that's coming through quite strong. The Magician in reverse. Trickster energy. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Hangman, Pisces energy. And we got Gemini and Virgo. And Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Okay, the Hangman is clarified by the Temperance. We have the 9 of Wands. I'm losing my throat chakra. Interesting. 9 of Wands. And that's clarified by a 6 of Cups in reverse. And we got 6 of Swords in reverse, which pretty much reflects the 6 of Cups in reverse. We have the 2 of Cups. And we have the Emperor, and we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Wow. Okay, so let me slide this so you can see all of this. Wasn't intending on it being taking up so much space, but Spirit always knows exactly what it is that we need to see. So I hope you can see this. Let me see. Perfect. Okay, so messaging coming through right away, but I will sit with this for just a little bit, and then we'll get into your reading. Okay, so this is really interesting because I'm almost seeing what has happened to you in connection. So I feel you've been in a connection with someone who wasn't honest, okay? And they weren't honest, and we can say deceitful in many different ways. There's a sliding scale, okay? Outright cheating could obviously be deceitful, to not committing and not being honest in regards to, I guess, what this person's sort of expectation or commitment level is. Okay, so maybe being unclear, maybe not committing, maybe being secretive in some way or not showing up. Although I do feel there was a lie, okay, a lie here, or someone not being deceitful or honest, and someone being in their ego. And I feel like this is someone that, now you could flip energies if you feel you're resonating with this, although I do feel this is someone you were connecting to. But this isn't really so much showing maybe, well, let me just keep going. So this person was certainly thinking of self, certainly thinking how to get whatever it was that they wanted from this connection in some way to please themselves, or thinking of self only. Okay, and I think it provided a lot of uncertainty in regards to the future of this connection. So this person could have certainly been just really non-committal and untrustworthy. So they could have been another connection here. Now, I do pick up the energy of this person sort of sitting with the karma or the bed that they made. Okay, and I'm seeing the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Cups here in reverse, which is a very difficult time moving forward. And I feel like you is coming through as someone who is starting to move forward with this date here. Okay, so the connection I'm seeing is someone sort of having a very difficult time letting you go, moving forward, moving on, and you sort of gaining a new perspective about what it means to have balance, what it means to have healing, what it means for you to have a partnership that's giving and taking in a balanced way. And I think you see something differently than you have in the past. I think whatever was unclear to you has now become clear. And you're now kind of seeing where maybe you were stuck dealing with someone here who was not in the best energy here to be in a partnership here, who wasn't acting in a way that you wanted. Somebody who could be, you know, a divine masculine energy is someone who is authentic, who is honest, who does the right thing, who is empowered to show up and to be like father energy, you know, not sort of be in an ego trip. And so I feel like this person that I'm tapped into here is definitely sitting with karmas, definitely was driven by their ego. But I feel like the messaging here from spirit to you is that there was something authentic about how this person felt about you. So if there was any doubt that this person did love you in the way that they could only love, okay, because we all love in different ways, although I do feel they hurt you. But we cannot get hurt unless we allow ourselves sort of to feel hurt by what's happened. And we know that other people's actions have absolutely nothing to do with our self-worth and don't reflect back to us, you know, what our value is. Only we determine what our value and self-worth is. And that stems from the inside, regardless of how someone shows up or doesn't show up. So there is an authenticity here. And I feel like this person is still on you in regards to energy, which might not be surprising. I feel like this person wants to have another chance here with you. Now, whether they've healed or gotten over what they were supposed to, I don't know, but I'm seeing the heart chakra here, which is unconditional love and coming from an authentic heart space. Okay, not coming from mind and ego. This is the purest place we can love from, right under authenticity, right beside love. Okay, so I feel like this person is connecting to their heart space. And I feel as though with this twin flame facilitator, now you don't have to sort of buy into labels so much, but it is a soul connection, one that digs in deep to us understanding about self through relationship. And what this is giving to me with this expansive growth is that this person, and you, okay, but this person was meant to experience exactly as they experience in this connection, to see themselves, to see who they are authentically. So they are somebody here who was selfish. There's somebody here who wasn't finding balance. There's someone here who was needing to heal. There's someone here who was an ego, who was needing to see this, who was needing to learn about unconditional love, to match that up to their actions. But I don't feel this person did. And I feel like this person's sitting with this karma. And this was a part of this experience with the twin flame facilitator in regards to spirit bringing this to this person's attention. Now, sometimes we experience relationships for many different reasons. And sometimes we're someone else's karma, and sometimes someone's our karma. Okay, but energy knows what it's doing, and it's always balancing out. And so it could be karmas that were needing to be balanced out for whatever reason. But I do feel as though you were sort of this person's karmic lesson in some way. Now, that doesn't mean you're just a karmic person in this person's life, because karma is pretty much all energy. Okay, every relationship is going to balance out energy one way or another. So there's positive and negative, if we want to look at it that way, or there's masculine, feminine, there's light and dark. There's two sort of extremes when it comes to energy, and it needs to find balance. And so if we're in the darkness, the light has to be pulled through, and so on and so forth. So I do feel as though this person and your connection with this person was for this person to find authenticity with this Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, this person wasn't living authentically. It was not connected to their heart. And I feel like this person's experience here was to see the sort of error of their ways. So now this person is stuck. Okay, this person is stuck here with the Six of Cups reverse and the Six of Swords, having to peel back the layers, having to see themselves from a complete different perspective in order to find balance and healing. Okay, Two of Cups, Temperance, this is balance, and both of these are the two cups, which is one side of the equation, like I was talking about, the negative polarity or the masculine polarity, and the other cup being the feminine polarity, the light polarity. In order to alchemize, to find balance, to create harmony, okay, because this is the only way we find balance, that we could actually produce something. And so this person is having to sit with this, having to look at self and see what it is that what they've created here, okay? And what they've created, I feel, is pain for themselves, sitting with this blue temple and this, will you give me a second chance? And I also feel as though this is stemming from, Spirit wants to answer, because I feel like maybe there's some closure needed here from this person's sort of deep wounds here with the Six Cups in reverse. This is person, place, or thing of the past that has us stuck. Okay, so I feel like this person with the Nine Wands here has gone through a situation. Now, because it's right near the heart chakra, I feel this person had heart blocks, and it could have been in childhood here with the Six Cups, could have been with the relationship early on, could have been with a soul family of the past, okay? If you believe in past lives and them coming in sort of traumatized, or just, again, carrying the karmic energy, needing to heal blocks of where they were stuck here on some situation, person, thing that's hurt them, that they were sort of stuck to. And they were stuck to this, and they were traumatized, okay? And so this person was certainly trying to guard themselves. So this had absolutely nothing to do with you, okay? Like you meaning how they felt about you or reflecting you, because this person with the Magician in reverse was in fight or flight mode with this Nine of Wands and this Magician in reverse. What can I do to make my heart feel better? Because I'm in sort of this panic, fight or flight mode, stuck in some memory of the past that holds me prisoner, that keeps me inauthentic, that doesn't allow me to see this connection for what it is, so I can act in a way that brings balance and union together, that I could be stand up and come into a divine masculine here who is respectable and does the right thing and is in my full power of divine masculine energy. Okay, and so I feel like this person did not act on that, and this person could have just acted on their sort of passions rather than their truth, with the King Wands and the Ace Wands and the Six Wands here, which is all about passion, and the Fool in reverse. So I feel like this person, yeah, they're feeling quite foolish with the opportunity that they never really took authentically, okay? Like the opportunity that was in front of them for them to really connect with a greater truth and understanding that was void of pain and whatever blockage. They never took this leap of faith to explore what this connection could be. So they left opportunity on the table. They're feeling quite foolish because they know how they authentically felt inside, but the Nine Wands was preventing them from engaging, okay? They didn't engage here. And so I feel like your energy is now coming through as someone who is not wanting to take a chance here with somebody who is not trustworthy. And so I feel like you're in a dating situation or looking to date, looking to find union or balance with someone else that could show up that isn't stemming from ego. Also, this person feels like you're not wanting to give them a chance, and they're wanting this chance. And so I do feel as though this person is in an energy right now, okay, as we sit with this, wanting to have another chance with you. But this is certainly going to be up to you, and we don't see so much as to, in this spread, how they're going to come forward, if they're coming forward, or what it is that they're going to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the tarot to kind of see, since this is the highway highway from hell, you're thinking, we're going to look at where is this, sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny that this person was betraying you, but I do feel as though the funny part here is if you get over yourself and know that this betrayal had nothing to do with you, it's now this person's sort of lesson to learn, okay? And the highway is fast track. So, fast track. It could certainly be this is fast tracking this person into waking up, fast tracking this person into clearing this block. Fast track, okay? I feel I'm hearing fast track. Quick movement. So, where's this leading? If you care to know, because this might show your new connection because I do feel like you're wanting to move forward. Four of Cups in reverse. I feel you're letting go. And I feel like this person is certainly in an energy of releasing whatever they were held back by. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so we can come out of the cold, because I feel like this connection is sitting in Five Pentacles and would be in Five Pentacles unless something was done. Five Pentacles is really an energy that we're at a loss. We're sitting with a loss here. And I don't feel this person wants to, and I feel you didn't want to stick around with someone who is deceitful or keeping you in a Five Pentacles. Three Swords. Yeah, painful situation. This is where we're sitting with someone's actions, words, intentions that really hurt us, separated from the one we love. Okay, so this person feels separated, feels heartbroken by their actions and keeping you out in the cold and then being out in the cold here. So I feel like you're releasing, and I feel like this person is also releasing what had them feeling left out in the cold in their heart space here, because there's a lot of pain. Now the Magician's in the upright, and the Magician is Virgo, Gemini energy. And instead of it being in the reverse, which is someone who could be a manipulator or somebody trying to just do things kind of for their own sort of accord here, I feel like this person's wanting to manifest something authentically. Okay, and I feel you're wanting to manifest something authentically. Both your energies coming through. Judgment in reverse. There's that karma. Okay, but it's in reverse here, and I'm going to pull a card to see why is this Judgment in reverse. But let's finish this spread off with one card. The Tower. Wow, you guys. Okay, Tower. Major epiphany. Where the world falls apart in order for us to have a major sort of breakthrough, a major sort of build of what is supposed to stand rather than what's false. So karma is happening here, although something's still not seen or accepted. But the Tower is falling because of the pain that this has caused this person with the Three Swords. So Tower falls, the lies fall away, the truth is now revealed. We sit here with our pain. We no longer want to suffer or hang on to anything here. So when we let go with this Four of Cups in reverse, I have been reading this as Four Pentacles because of these little balls. Interesting. Either way, Four Cups is where we're focused on what doesn't matter rather than what matters. We're disinterested in actually opening our heart space and taking the cup of the universe. And so we're feeling despondent. We're feeling Five Pentacles. Okay, but I feel like this person is having to accept that they were in this energy and to let it fall away so that they can come to some greater truth and deal with the karma here in order for them to manifest. Six of Cups. Now it's in the upright. This is my soulmate card, Six Cups here. Okay, so Six Cups. This is reconciliation. And this is, again, like I say, a person, place, or the thing of the past that is nostalgic for us, that we connect to, or soul tribe, or friends from the past, a relationship of the past here. And it's an innocent sort of love. I feel like this person is needing to sit with this Three Swords in order for them to come to some greater awareness as this Tower falls. And then they're going to come forward with this reconciliation. Nine Cups, yeah, because they want to be emotionally satisfied and happy. They don't want to be Three Swords, okay? Nine Cups is where we're emotionally fulfilled, where we're emotionally happy here. But the fact that I see a Magician and a Nine Cups, I think this person wants to do this because they don't want to be suffering here. And they don't want to be suffering in the karma. And this is why our Judgment is still in reverse, because they're still not seeing. And what they need to see here is kind of from another perspective, like with that Hangman. You know, what sort of pain was caused here on you? But I feel like there's a preoccupied thought about not wanting to sit in pain that they've caused. And the Moon in reverse, yeah. So they're needing to still come out of this sort of illusion of what they're focused on seeing here, okay? Because Judgment in reverse and the Moon in reverse is they're not seeing clearly. And the clearly from a heart space is that we're not selfishly thinking about self and how we can satisfy our own self, because now we're hurt, okay? Or we get honest and say, what's the best thing here is for me to heal so that I can be of balance for someone I authentically love. So I feel this person doesn't know how to love proper. Okay, and I say proper, I mean love is love, and no one really knows what proper is, but proper is a balanced sort of way that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. And I don't feel this person did this. And now they're wanting to act and reconcile based on them sort of righting wrongs and manifesting what they want because things have fallen apart. So this is where it's headed. And I feel like you're sort of removed here. Okay, you're removed here. You're not wanting anything sort of to do with this because I feel like you're kind of just ready to move on with yourself here. So if you resonate with this storyline, I do want to see for your energy with this moving on, ready to date. I mean, maybe you're still reeling or hurt. I don't feel your pain so much. I mean, there's 3 swords, so it certainly was painful. You were betrayed here, but I don't know how long this has been. It feels like it's been a while because I do feel like either you're ready to move on or you're just open to dating. So let's see for pile 1, like what's their future in a dating world here. I mean, the reconciliation coming through, I don't know if you reconcile with this person, but I would say this person needs to sit in their tower. You know, needs to sit in their tower in the judgment until the judgment's in the upright of sort of what's happened here in the karma. 9 of Cups, you're going to get emotionally fulfilled. And the Star, this is our wishes coming true. Okay, Star is getting our wish, attaining what we want for ourselves for the future, our hopes and dreams of what we envisioned for ourselves. Okay, and this is to hang on to the hope and also about healing. So I feel like you're healed. Okay, and if you're not fully healed, this is the path. You're on the highway to fast track healing, fast track getting your wish, fast track getting emotionally fulfilled for self. 9 Cups is where we ourselves are completely emotionally fulfilled, with or without someone. Okay, but I feel like whatever you want, you're going to attain here with the 9 of Cups, which is getting what we want. Star, getting what we want. Whatever you want, you're going to get. Okay, so this is what I have. Beautiful pile 1. This is a beautiful reading. And if they're all this long, so help me God. I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, hello, my gorgeous pile number 2. You guys picked the crescent pathway. Okay, crescent. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the relationship on your mind, unless there's obviously another one coming through that's has stronger energy, and sort of where's it headed. Okay, like we're going to look at what has happened or what's happening so that you know whether this is the connection you came here about, and then where's this headed. Okay, so it's kind of reading like a story. All right, and I'm hoping they're not too long because, like I said, I have 6 piles, so this might, be a quick one, but I do intend on delivering exactly what I see and going sort of as deep as we can with what we see. So we're using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and we're looking at the person on your mind and this connection between you and this person. So we have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them at all, and then we'll be pulling some tarot as well. So let's see. We have the Golden Rose of 58. And we have I Dream of You. And we have I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? Wowzers. And we have Girl with a Snake, Empath and Narcissist Paradigm, Being Charmed or Used, Enable, and Boundaries. Okay. Sorry, I'm already tapped into this energy. Power. Look at that. Power. And we have Romance with the 2 serpents intertwined. Wow, 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 wow. This connection. Okay, we have 10-10 with Reunion, reconciling differences. The light and the dark. And here we have the light and the dark, right? Like the 2. Masculine, feminine. Interesting. Squirrel energies coming through here quite strong. To look at the symbolism of squirrel, because I'm not quite sure. Sorry, this is coming through as a download, but the squirrels are kind of busy energies, and they prepare and plan. And they prepare and plan for sort of future state. Okay, and if you ever watch a squirrel, it always looks like they're playing and having a good time, although they might be working. Okay, so let's see. Joy, 28, number 10. The energy of joy activates our feeling of happiness and well-being and supports a high vibrational frequency in our being. Wow, joy, beautiful. Sun energy coming through quite strong, and with the yellow here. So we could be getting solar plexus energy. Okay, So Leo is coming through, masculine energy coming through quite strong. Confidence. And we have commitment, 13. 13 is the death card in the tarot, which is all about transformation. Scorpio energy coming through as well. So we have commitment. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being, okay, with unwavering belief. The energy of joy activates our feelings of happiness and well-being and supports our high vibrational frequency in our being. So they're coming hand in hand. And then we have past life, knowing, deja vu, and past love. Okay, soul family. Let's pull the tarot, see what we see, and then we'll get into your reading because I like all the cards kind of out here, and then we'll pull if we need more. Spirits, thank you so much for this blessed reading. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. A beautiful crescent pile 2. And what is this connection all about? So where's it headed? What has happened here? What is pile 2 needing to know in regards to the connection on their mind, the person on their mind? Right here, right now energy. Clear and concise for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful that you are here and that I am able to channel this reading for you today. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we have 5 swords in reverse. Hopefully we have enough space. I might have to shuffle it down. We have High Priestess, Pisces energy. And we have 4 cups. Why is this 5 swords in reverse here, Spirit? 2 cups. Okay. And why is the High Priestess here? Thank you, Spirits. We have 3 swords in reverse, and we have the Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the World. Wowzers. Under that, I got a C, 4 Pentacles. Okay. So let me sit here with this energy, see what we see. I want to make sure that you can see all of this. Perfect. And then we'll get into your reading. Okay, and this message is clear. And it's funny how these are coming through, okay, as kind of stories for you or what you're needing to know, like about sort of the connection. So I feel like if you resonate with this pile, there is a connection here that I feel you're really, really, really sort of tied to in a way here. And I feel like it's been quite a journey. It's been ups and downs. So this doesn't feel like a new connection. This feels like somebody who you've sort of struggled and had high times, low times, high times, low times, high times, low times. And it seemed to me like you're trying to get to a certain place of peace or trying to get to a certain place here with this person. And it could be a place of happiness and commitment and get empowered here, empower yourself to find happiness, to not feel maybe pulled by, I don't know, like whatever energy here that maybe was keeping you back from allowing a connection or seeing this connection through to a certain point that I feel you wanted. And so I feel like this person that you were seeing or dating or connected to could have been somebody here who didn't treat you all that well. Because I feel like you experienced something here with this person. And I don't know necessarily that this person did this to hurt you. Okay, but I feel like whatever this person did was be in an energy here that didn't allow this connection to sort of flourish. With this snake, girl with snake, I feel like you probably gave a lot of yourself. And you probably really valued this connection. And I feel like this connection was healing for both of you guys in the experience. And you had a lot of self-growth to do, specifically in regards to with this empath here is learning boundaries and self-worth and how to give, how to attain your power, how to trust the universe and sort of navigating you through ups and downs, how to find joy. And so this person's lesson could have been one of having to learn about what it's like to commit, what it's like to find joy and to be happy and to empower themselves. And so I do feel like this connection, oopsie, is undergoing a massive sort of change here. That I feel like whatever challenges, sabotaging ways that both of you guys might have been in, and we might only see the way the other person sabotages and not our own sabotaging ways, but I feel as though there's an energy coming through of two people sabotaging, and we could be sabotaging by not being honest and authentic with ourselves and what we want, by not laying boundaries. That's a sabotage. And there could be a sabotage here of not understanding our self-worth and accepting a true sort of what we deserve on either side here. And so I feel like both of you guys are wrapping up a cycle in this connection. That there is a deep understanding that there was something very connected to in this connection that would get to the core of what this connection was all for. So I feel like the bond is very strong. And I feel as though there's an energy here of wanting really strongly to come together and knowing that there'd be a coming together. But that there'd be an experience here of having to heal self, heal hearts, and go through certain experiences here in this connection. Experiencing rejection, understanding about self-love and self-worth, and sitting with the Ace of Cups, which is overflowing, so that we know we're worthy of love and giving love, so that we can be prepared for a Two Cups. And this would require sort of self-reflection, really going inwards, making it all about self rather than connection. So what do I see here? I see that there's an energy here, and I do feel it is your energy that is connected to somebody here who might have disappointed you, who was an experience here that you're still really connected to, that is kind of involved in your energy. And I feel like you're loving this person from afar, because I feel like what has happened is painful here with Five Swords. And this could be something that you're learning to heal from, that maybe you haven't quite fully healed, that you're attaining your sort of power back. And so I feel like your energy is removed. And I feel like you're doing a lot of self-reflection. And I feel like this connection is like a deep one with somebody who you've experienced either a connection in the past, like with past lives here, okay? But I feel like with the High Priestess and this knowing, it's like you most likely are highly intuitive here, okay? Even potentially psychic, and understand that there is a journey or a process here in order to find balance, in order to do healing, so that there could be a balanced sort of union here. And that this would have to come sort of to a close in order for there to be a new beginning. And so I feel there's a dream, a knowing, an intuitive sort of connection in regards to where you're headed with this person. But I feel like you're in an off period. And I feel your off period is you're off put by this person and you're having to heal. And because I feel like you've been heartbroken here. And so I feel like there's a little bit more reflecting you're sort of sitting with. But I feel like you're concluding whatever state this is. And I do feel as though there is one step closer to sort of coming into balance and union or reunion with this person. If you're in an off period, which I sense you might be. And you might not be interested in coming together with this person at this time, but that there is a coming together at some point in time that you can see or that you know far in the future. Okay, but I feel like you're trying to reconcile this because I feel the energy with this person is quite strong, and I feel like you're understanding the value of empowering yourself despite these strong feelings, that you want to find your own joy, that you want to find what makes you happy, and that this connection in the state that it was in was not providing either a level of commitment that you needed or consistency and happiness that you sort of needed. You didn't feel empowered here in this connection, specifically if this person was sabotaging. And maybe both of you guys, like I said, were triggering each other in some way, because I think you really value a balanced partnership here. So I feel like you're pulled your energy away. And we had 4 pentacles under that, right? Yeah, like, so that's either holding back, hanging on. I need to sort of let go. It's a miserly energy when we're sort of sitting in this 4 pentacles, because we don't want to let go in fear of what we might lose out on. And then we have 4 cups here, which is kind of focusing on what's not really mattering here, or just being very despondent, losing hope, not interested. So I feel like we're needing to process some pain still, and we could be processing pain of how we were treated, which is causing us inner reflection here in order for us to conclude the energy. So because we're looking at the crescent, which is the pathway, the roadway, or the crescent road that we're going down, to see where this is headed. And it's funny, a crescent, it kind of, you know, goes around. It goes in one way and comes out sort of another. It's curved. And I'm getting sort of reunion, you know, like these 2 sort of openings, and we can come from 2 different sort of sides to get to the same place. And so I'm feeling as though that is coming to me as it's mirroring. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you guys are suffering from sort of the same, exact same circumstances. Like if this person did something here that was 5 swords to sabotage themselves, I feel like you sabotaged in a different way potentially here by remaining maybe committed to a situation that was painful. And so I feel as though this person is finding a way to you, and I feel like you're finding a way to this person. Although I do feel like your energy's pulled, and as you pull away, it draws this person to you. Okay, and as you sort of get pulled to this person might have been pulling away. So how energy works, as I mentioned in pile 1, there is the law of energy that when we pull, okay, just like a magnet, the other energy sort of goes in the opposite direction. Okay, so energetically, I feel like maybe the tables have turned here. I feel like there's distance. I feel like you're trying to get empowered. And again, if you want to switch the energy, you can. Okay, but I feel like you're working on self-empowerment. You're not interested right now in a connection that wasn't bringing maybe a full commitment or a full consistent joy to you, as the universe works on preparing with the world and this reunion, reconciling differences. Because I feel the dance here is one of sometimes we're on and sometimes we're off. And same with this person. So this person's learning about power. We're seeing with the crescent. Where's this headed then, Spirit? Clear and concise message. Where is this connection headed? For the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Can we see the future state? Ace of Swords. The truth comes out. Pain through adversity. Okay, that's what the Ace of Swords is sometimes we have to get to the honest truth, the bitter truth, and go through ups and downs, like I was talking about, to get to the core of the matter, or the gold nugget that we're trying to get to, which is coming together to find joy, to reconcile our differences, which is most likely the most important thing, to balance the masculine and the feminine, to find a way to the middle, okay? Because one's on one polar end with this empath and one's on the other one with a narcissist. Now, it doesn't mean your person has to be a narcissist so much as the energy. Polar opposites here, okay? This could certainly be connecting to a twin flame relationship if you're resonating with that sort of label, although I feel it is a soul tie that goes very deep. And so we see the Ace of Swords, honest truth here, okay? So communicating the honest truth, seeing the honest truth. So I feel like after the world, which is conclusion of something, and we're incubating and preparing, or might be removed to tend to our wounds, to prepare for a new beginning in truth. Eight of Wands, more communication. This is a breakthrough and this is forward movement, okay? 10 Swords in reverse, having to deal with a painful ending. Okay, 10 Swords is painful. Now in reverse, it is us overcoming whatever the pain was. And so in reverse, it's not as nearly as painful as it is when it first happened. So I feel like that 4 Cups we were seeing and that 4 Pentacles was you sitting with an energy of recuperating, getting over a 10 Sword situation. Okay, now 10 Swords doesn't have to mean the end of a connection, so much as the end of whatever state that connection was in that was causing pain. Because I feel it's pained you and it's taken you a while to recoup in order for you to move forward from that pain. Okay, now like I said, it could be pain that you're seeing caused by this person, but I feel like it took 2 to get to that state. Okay, it took 2, and so I feel like there's pain here that we're getting over. 5 Pentacles. This is being out in the cold, knowing we can go into the church to find refuge, and we're here sitting out in the cold, feeling left out. Queen of Wands in reverse. And this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Now, when the Queen of Wands is in reverse, what I'm getting from this is somebody who might not be in their authentic self, okay, who is having to sort of deal with the mask that they wear. And I feel like there is an energy here of you seeing yourself as somebody here who might have not have been appreciated authentically, who is having to overcome feeling left out in the cold, feeling hurt, feeling underappreciated, undervalued. And I think you're seeing this, and I don't know, you know, what sort of, well, let's see here, because I was going to say, I don't see your person's energy, but I do see you seeing clearly your state of being. Yeah, there's the Emperor, and there's the Temperance in reverse. So, and what's under that? 3 Swords. Yes, okay. So, what do I see here? I see you seeing very clearly that you potentially weren't being appreciated, that you were sort of in an energy here of weren't authentic to self. I feel like you weren't authentic to self by wearing a mask, by sitting out in the cold, dealing with, you know, situations of 5 Swords, 10 Swords, and being heartbroken over this. And now I feel like you're having a breakthrough in your understanding and seeing a truth here. And I feel as though your person's coming through as an Emperor here, who is having to work on balancing, who's having to work on ego. And I feel like you're having to empower yourself to bring balance and healing to yourself in order for you guys to kind of come together. Again, masculine, feminine energies, 2 cups here to work together with clarity, with certainty. But I feel as though this is taking time. And I feel like what this is showing me is that you're going to be having a breakthrough here in how you see yourself, how you see your involvement here. And your person is having to sit with an understanding of how they could find balance and healing on their end. And I feel like this is reflected back to them, and where they were feeling out in the cold by maybe their own sort of self-sabotage. But both of you guys are having to get empowered and do what you can so that you guys can pull yourselves out of this 5 Pentacles situation. So you could stay there, for as long as you like, which we were seeing with that 4 Pentacles. Hanging on. 4 Cups. Woe is me. Focus on what didn't work and what has hurt. And so I feel like we're in the midst of having to overcome this, having to understand our self-worth and self-value here and get empowered. And so this becomes very clear to you. And I do feel there's forward movement here once that happens. Okay, once that happens, we can close out the chapter with the world of what we've experienced, but we have to be very honest with what do we deserve? What do we want to manifest? Why was I manifesting what I wanted? And how long do I want to sit here in a 5 Pentacles situation, or do I want to move forward so I could find my joy, so I could find the commitment I wanted? The Emperor is all about being committed. Okay, and so I feel like this is what you're wanting, but I feel like there's healing that certainly needs to happen, especially with the 3 Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Temperance in reverse. And so I feel like this is what I'm seeing here in the future, is you kind of processing what has happened in this connection so that you can empower yourself. And I feel like this person is also empowering themselves so that they can find balance and show up on the other side of this crescent and meet you sort of halfway in the middle here with this narcissist and this empath, so that there could be a reunion, because I do feel like both of you guys find joy in each other, although I do feel like you guys also, like I said, ups and downs, have painful situations. And I feel like you're processing this painful situation that has happened, and I think it's impacted you quite hard. And I think it made you see something completely different here. 4 Swords in reverse. Having to heal, having to take a break, time out. So I feel like you want a time out. And maybe you sit in the 5 Pentacles by choice for a while here until you don't want to no more. But I think sitting there makes you see something, makes you want to move forward. Okay, so you could flip energy, as you see, but I do feel there's a connection here. I feel there's a constant energetic sort of connection here with the I dream of you and I'm sending you energy. Can you feel it? Okay, so even though there's maybe no communication, I do feel like there's a bond here that runs very deep, that's consistent. And I do feel as though there's going to be a reconciliation, a reunion coming together of 2 people much stronger than where this left off. But I feel like this is a much needed sort of process in order for us to sort of get there to the gold, because I think intuitively you already know with the High Priestess, and psychically I feel like you're already sort of understanding that there's a process to getting there, and this is part of the process. Okay, so this is what I see, pile number 2. If this resonated, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys picked pile 3 with the street, and we're looking at the pathway ahead between you and the connection on your mind, although sometimes the most energetically charged connection comes through, so it could be someone you're not wanting to hear about. If that's the case, go check out another pile. I cannot promise you that the energy you've tapped into is into the strongest one, needing to deliver a message. And sometimes there's multiple piles with the same connection, past, present, future. I don't know what you're going to see here, but do not take anything that doesn't resonate for you. It's just the general gist of the energy should be something resonating between you and this connection. Okay, and for some reason, I was super excited to do straight your pile for some reason. I think because I really wanted to use the anime tarot, which I used to use quite a bit and haven't seen in a while here. So we're going to look at this connection and what is the future state. So in order for you to know whether this is your pile, we will look at sort of what has happened up until now and maybe what is happening. And then we'll get into where this is sort of all headed. And it's been playing out like a storyline in a way, okay? So it's kind of what you're needing to know about the connection and that sort of thing. So let's take a look at these pre-shuffled oracle cards that I've not looked at, and then we'll pull some tarot. So we have coagulation, 66. And 66 is a master number. It is all about service as a source of joy, where we don't rely on martyrdom, but we're actually giving from an overflowing cup. And coagulation is certainly where things might start getting sort of stuck, okay? Blocks in some way. Okay, so let's keep going. We have twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Okay, masculine, feminine. Now you don't have to believe in the twin flame title so much as a soul connection here that we're tapping into. I'm making changes for the better. Wowzers. That's good. I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. Wowzers. Okay. And we have childhood. Look at that. The green always gives me the heart chakra, the green ray. And the egg is all about rebirth. This is obviously childhood. So childhood traumas, childhood wounds, blocks in the heart chakra coming through strong here for this person. And we got Queen, 8-8, Divine Feminine. Look at that beautiful energy of Divine Feminine. Now we could have mother wounds here. Okay, with the Divine Feminine coming through close to this childhood, I'm getting Empress energy, which is mother energy, receptive energy, tapping into an energy here of unconditional love and being able to receive love and tap into emotions. Taurus energy coming through and Libra energy coming through here. Okay, we have kindness, 29, or the number 11, and 11 is also a master number. 11 is my twin flame number. 11 is divine inspiration, synchronicity, and the encouragement to keep going. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves, to find the root of our love through our connection to source. Wow, that is powerful. And then we have connection. Oh my goodness, powerful. You know what I've been seeing a lot lately, and I don't know why. And yeah, I was really excited to do this pile for some reason, and now, I don't know, maybe this is my pile. Look, 14. I've been seeing 14 so much lately, and I was, you guys don't really care about me, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my channel. So I was seeing like 314, that's what it started with, and I was like, pi, isn't that the number of pi? So I was like, why do I keep seeing 314? Then I started seeing 414. And then 1014, and then just 14, like with everything, like 14. The number 14. So anyway, 14 is temperance, and 14 is reduced to the number 5, which is all about change and rebuilding. Okay, it's conflict, loss. It could be the Hierophant in the tarot, which is all about commitment and what we value and a higher understanding. And then, of course, temperance, like I said, and temperance is all about finding balance, healing. So with connection here, it says the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. Okay, so strong message coming through of how to work with others. I'm feeling really lightheaded all of a sudden. Interesting energy in this pile. Oh my goodness. Union. Oh my goodness. Serious relationship, marriage, and partnership. 2 rings, commitments, union. A contract that comes together, I just heard. Okay. So, my goodness, pile number 3. What do we have here? I swear to you guys, I did not peek at any of these cards. And like I said, I was more excited to use this anime tarot, but your oracle cards are coming through with a very strong message. So, let's ask Spirit. Clear and concise message here for the greatest and highest good of my beautiful pile number 3. What they're needing to know here for the greatest and highest good of the connection of pile number 3. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. And thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful to be here doing your reading. And I hope you guys are all doing very well today. 2 more. 1 more, spirits. I'm feeling that. Wow. Okay. Tower. Bazinga. Holy camole with the tower, with the tower, with the tower. Spirits. This is an intense freaking pile I see here. Okay. Let me get into revealing these cards so I could sit with this energy, although your message is coming through very strong. So, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. I swear to you guys, this isn't all in reverse, this pile. The 9 of Wands in reverse. Okie dokie. And we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, well, Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. We have the Empress in the upright. Taurus energy, we were feeling that with Divine Feminine. Okay, Libra, Taurus energy here with the Empress ruled by Venus. mother love, unconditional love, self-worth, boundaries. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and look at that, Emperor. You guys saw me shuffle. I couldn't have written this storyline myself. It's almost like I planned this, and I swear to God I did not, okay? This is giving me chills, you guys, this pile. Whoever picked this pile, oh my goodness. Yikes, I don't even know how to start. I'm almost in tears. Okay. I gotta do this reading. I'm almost in tears. Four of Swords in reverse. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Where do I begin? I'm never at a loss for words. Those of you guys who have been here. So, I'm going to give you guys the unedited raw version, okay? I don't know who you resonate with here coming here. You could be masculine or feminine. But what I'm going to read it as is your divine feminine energy, because most of my viewers are. And I'll try to flip it. I can't. I have to read it from the other way. And it's just too funny. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get into it. Divine masculine energy coming through really strong here, okay? And so you don't have to resonate as being the masculine, but this is what's coming through. So you might be. And I feel like you've been plagued. I feel like you've been blocked. I feel like you've been really struggling here to make yourself the best version of self. And I feel things were really stuck. And I feel like there's been a need to heal wounds and understand your self-worth, how to receive love, to be open to unconditional love. I feel like you met someone here who you really connected with, who spoke to you from an unconditional heart space with this Empress and this divine feminine queen. And I feel like you connect to this person as your queen, as somebody here who was very kind, and you really connected with this person. And I think it's opened you up. It's opened up your heart space. It's made you really connect to a certain part of yourself that needed to be healed, that needed to be looked at, that was stuck. And I feel like you let this person down. And not because you wanted to, but because you couldn't be available. And you couldn't make yourself available. And so you felt like you really weren't able to show up in your truest self, to be committed and kind and contribute and available. And so I feel like you ran. Instead of giving, you ran. Because you felt like you'd let yourself down, or you'd let this person down. So I feel like you weren't really honest with what you wanted for yourself and how you could show up in this connection. And I feel like a tower has happened, where you made this major sort of realization. I need to drink my coffee. I don't always drink coffee, but I kind of started again. My throat is so tickly. And when my throat feels like this, I know there's an issue with throat chakra with the Seven of Swords here in reverse. You weren't being honest and authentic. You weren't making yourself available to commit. And so you might have not have been wanting to engage in a serious commitment. And so you kept running away. You weren't wanting growth, or at least I shouldn't say wanting. You didn't know how to have growth in this connection. You weren't knowing how to have growth in your own life, how to make yourself available. And so I feel like there was a lot of running, and I feel like you might have just given up on yourself and given up on this connection at some point without even trying, not making yourself in an energy here that could make something work to someone I felt you really, really loved and connect with, okay? And I'm talking in past tense here because I feel as though something has happened in this connection where it's made you see the light in a way, because I feel it's been strikingly shocking to you that you've been in an energy here that's sabotaged and hasn't been honoring yourself and your authenticity, honoring this connection, honoring the love that I feel you feel blessed with. And so this epiphany is one that you want to come together with this person, that you want to have a partnership. And I feel as though this person coming through as this Queen of Cups, Empress energy, is the most love I can pull in the tarot. And I feel this energy's pulled their love away, which has caused this tower. and has caused this partnership not to come together. And I feel like the not coming together was as a result of you running away and not making yourself available. And so this person had no choice but to remove their love. And I feel like this person wasn't receiving anything back from you in a way that fed their emotions. So I do feel this person was let down and hurt. But I feel such a strong unconditional love here that I feel like this person is not angry so much as only dealing with knowing their self-worth. And I feel like a shocking sort of revelation here for you is that you have lost this person and that you are amidst dropping your defenses and you're running away, and whatever energy you were here of not being honest, not making yourself available, because it was getting in between you and your counterpart. Now, this could be you and your wife. This could be you and your soulmate partner. This could be you and whoever it is here that you see as your other half. Okay, Emperor and Empress, divine counterparts, divine masculine, divine feminine. And I feel like you want to make this connection come together. And the only way you're realizing this is by this person sort of removing their love here. And I feel like the removing is them expressing or showering you in some way here, because I feel like this person still has some unconditional love here. But I feel like with this Empress and her arms crossed, like she's learned about her own self-worth and her boundaries. And so I feel like she's given up. She's given up here. And as she gives up, I feel you drop your guard. And again, this has been common in all the piles here, how energy works. When one energy is pushing, the other one pulls, or goes the opposite way, I should say. The push-pull, okay, kind of like magnets. One runs towards, the other runs away. When the other one turns around the other way, the other one gets pulled. So I feel as though this is kind of what's happening here, although I feel like there's a major sort of realization with the tower coming down, and I feel the world of the Emperor, which is I'm reading as you, has come crashing down with a realization that I got in the way with my defensive ways, fighting for something that I believed I needed to fend for myself in a way here, my pain, my trauma, and not allow this beautiful Empress to kind of get near because I'm traumatized and I'm hurt. And so as the blocks were here and formed, I feel like through the experience with this divine feminine, we started recognizing where we were stuck. And we started learning about deep soul connection. And we started learning about unconditional love. And we started to understand where we gave up on self, where we weren't being the best version of ourselves. And I feel like you see this with the Tower and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Your actions, your unavailability has caused this Queen of Cups / Empress to pull back. And it's resulted in a non-relationship here. And I feel like you want the opposite, and your understanding, your actions have caused this. So now I think you're making the change you need to make yourself available. And it took this Tower for you to see this. And I think the changes for the better is changes with self, so that you can make yourself available here in this connection. So you can address the pains of the past, so you can be reborn with this egg here, making changes for the better, reborn from a different place here. Now, because we have twin flames, the yin yang, masculine, feminine, I feel like the mirroring here is your person learning about self-love, boundaries, unconditional love of self, is recognizing they don't want a 2 cups here because it's not balanced and you're not healed. Okay, so there is recognition that they don't want to come together or pour love to a situation that's not balanced. And so I do feel this person's retreated. Okay, so now you've dropped your guard, you're working on self, and you recognize sort of the error of your ways. Let us see with this Street. Okay, I don't know why the energy came through really strong in this pile. Really strong. Let's see. Where's this headed then? Okay, Street. So, Street is going to show us the pathway in which the future of this connection is headed, as far as we can kind of see. 10 cups. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm not making this shit up. Okay, union, 10 cups, coming together. Happily ever after. Commitment for the long term, the white picket fence, the family, 2 families coming together for babies, whatever your vision of future sort of family coming together for long term is. Okay, that's the ideal relationship future. And it could be what we sort of idolize here. So, Spirit, can we please see the future of this connection? As far as we can see, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile 3. Okie dokie. Prince of Wands. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is fire energy. Going after what we want. I see the line here, which is all about courage. I feel Leo energy. I'm getting divine masculine energy as well. Going after what we want. 10 cups, like I said, happily ever after. Ace of Cups in reverse. So this was all about self-love. Okay, this is an emotional new beginning, but the Ace of Cups is all about how we sort of fill our own cup. Like I said, with the number, was it your card here? 66? Yeah, 66. Okay, which is service as a source of joy. In which one pours from an overflowing cup and not martyrdom. So I feel like your cup needs to be overflowing. How you give to self. So, twin flames. Your person's learning about self-love. Okay, finding their self-worth, which I feel they have. And I feel like you are learning a lesson of self-love in order to have a new beginning for you to come together here with the 10 cups. So, there's this courage. There's this need to face our inability to maybe receive love or tap into emotions with this divine feminine energy right beside childhood, because we might have mother wounds or traumas around giving ourselves love and seeing our self-worth. 6 of Wands in reverse, feeling like we let ourselves down. Okay, and releasing ego with the 6 Wands in reverse. So the lion here is talking about ego as well. And so I feel there's a recognition where we were in ego. And there's an energy here of you having the courage to drop ego in order to acknowledge that you need to make changes for the better, that you need to fill your own cup, and that there were blocks in your heart chakra, that there was an inability for you to find partnership here, and that you were probably unkind to yourself, but specifically you weren't making yourself available to have a 10 cups here with this person and to connect. And it didn't pan out here because the ego was getting in the way. King of Pentacles. So now we go from a reverse 9 Pentacles, which is unavailable, not making yourself single and available and standing in 9 Pentacles, to a King of Pentacles. Okay, this is the most committed, solid energy here. A King of Pentacles is someone who's father-like energy, ready to commit for the long term, stable, secure, standing on his own in order to provide. And not only does he provide for himself, he provides for others, his family, makes himself committed and available. Okay, very consistent and reliable energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we have here the 4 of Swords. So this is about reflecting based on painful experience. So we've been separated from the one we love, from our family, okay, our soul family or twin flame. The mother of our children, our queen, whatever your connection is here, we've been separated, and we have to sit here with the truth, and we reflect, and we need to heal from this. And when we reflect, we come to an understanding of how we haven't been giving to self, or we haven't been tapping into a certain part of our heart in order to overflow our cup so that we could become present and come together. Because I feel as though you know this connection is a 10 cups. And so we're jumping straight from a reverse sort of 9 cups realization here with the 7 swords in reverse to an understanding of a full fulfillment. And we're going from a reverse 9 of Pentacles, which is again polar opposite to this King of Pentacles understanding, which is on the polar opposite spectrum. So I'm seeing these polar opposite spectrum energies from one extreme to another extreme. And we understand this by understanding where we're in ego and that we've lost out something that we wanted that's caused us a lot of pain here. And we recognize the pain was caused by an action of an inability to give to self, to show up here. Princess of Swords. This is the Page of Swords in reverse. And look at this, is a divine feminine energy coming through. I think your person is not certain about you. And I think your person here is maybe, although in a Empress energy, which is unconditional love, is no longer certain about you. Okay, and I feel like this person might not be giving you the time of day or communicating with you. And so this is kind of what I'm seeing, is you wanting to go after to make things right because of self-reflection and an understanding with the Hermit, Virgo energy. Heavy Virgo energy coming through here. And so I think you go after it, but your person here, and I think this might be coming from your perspective, is not interested here in communicating with you and is kind of pulled away, is no longer certain about you. And I think they've come into some understanding as well of what they want. 7 Wands in reverse again. So I feel like this person has retreated, has given up the fight. And I feel like you're kind of coming in here wanting to make things better. But I feel like your person's retreated. Okay, this is what I see. I mean, I don't know. I can't see further down the road other than that. And yeah, I mean, this is what this energy is. So this could certainly be your person if you resonated it with that way. But a very strong energy coming through here. Lots of realization. And like I said, it's like flipping from one extreme to another. And I think the tables have turned here because I do feel that this divine feminine is in an energy here that's obtaining some sort of truth that they understood. That doesn't coincide, I guess, with what it is that you're sort of trying to accomplish here, which is coming together. All right, so I do feel like I can't leave you like this. I need to give you some advice. Although I was very close to advice. Pile number 3, advice. Spirit, what do they need to know then about this? This is as far as I can see, and maybe this is a reason we have twin flames here, because twin flame connections are divinely guided. So we're not going to be seeing how this sort of union or coming together, if there is, comes together. But what is the guidance and advice then for pile 3? What are they needing to know about this message specifically? Hermit, self-reflection, knowing what we want, doing the inner journey. Okay, the Moon. So the Moon is seeing things from a certain perspective that might not be seeing a full truth. Because in the moonlight, things look very different than they do in the sunlight. And so I feel like we're needing to sit with our illusions. We're needing to sit with the fear. We're needing to tap into our subconscious. We're needing to really reflect here on what fear was getting in the way of us going after what we wanted. Because there's some subconscious pain and stuckness here. That is this, I'm making changes for the better within self, that wasn't allowing you to give from an overflowing cup because you weren't able to show up for self in this connection. So until you reflect and deal with this, I feel like there can't be a 10 cups here, okay? And I feel a 10 cups is maybe you idolizing this connection. But I feel like maybe you idolize this connection and this person is seeing something, because I feel like this sort of truth is down and in the reverse it's up. So I feel like there's something honest about your person here, that they're seeing clear about the honest truth. And I think this person saw the honest truth about you being unavailable. And I think this person sees the honest truth about you trying to heal with subconscious. And I think the honest truth is that you're not ready for this connection as far as they're concerned here. 3 cups. So this is reconciliation. And this is coming together to reconcile, okay? But 3 cups is also an energy where we can't get deep because we're kind of in a more superficial energy, or we're more preoccupied with keeping things light rather than getting deep, because if there's pain in the subconscious, it's stuck. We cannot get deep, and so we keep things kind of friendly in 3 cups, and we can't have a balanced 2 cup situation until we recognize where we're sort of sitting surface. But this is reconciliation, okay? And this is definitely coming together here. So I feel like you're working through illusions, working through fears, working with your subconscious, getting very honest and clear about what you want and what's happened to you, in order for you to dive into why are we dealing with a 3 cup situation, distractions, other energies getting in the way of us coming together. And I think your person sees this, and I think your person makes themselves unavailable because you're clearly not available here, okay, like energetically. And so although you might want to reconcile because you see a full potential here, you're having to work on dropping your ego and healing. And I don't think you're fully healed. I don't think you fully understand your self-worth here. And I think you want to be this King of Pentacles. But I think this is going to take some time here, okay? And maybe you can make yourself available in a practical way. But until we deal with the self-love, until we deal with the emotions part of it, with the moon and the cups, we're stuck in some energy here that can't be a balanced 2 of cups. We're focused on drinking, partying, friends, that sort of thing. Okay, this is illusion. Because in order to have a 10 cups, we need to be fully giving from an Ace of Cups, and then have a balanced 2 of cups to connect, okay, to really connect with another. We can't stay 3 cups. We can't be focused on things like this. And that requires real deep digging, okay? It requires deeper than just wanting to go after something. And it requires us being in our courage, facing our fears, our greatest fear of the abandonment wounds, or the trauma that got us stuck, or the stuckness that doesn't allow us to come together, making changes for the better for self. Okay, so this is what I have. Now I feel complete. All right, pile number 3, I love you so much. This was an intense energy, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys picked Drive, pile number 4. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the pathway, okay, the different ways this connection can go. So a connection on your mind, between you and the person on your mind, and where's this headed? So it's been reading like a storyline, and I'm getting kind of a look at what's sort of led up to where you guys are at and where things are at, so that you know whether it's your connection. And then we'll look at the future to see where it's sort of headed. Okay, now we can only see certain farness. I can't see till the end of time and see where energy sort of sits in the right here, right now. Now, if you hear about another connection that you're not wanting to hear about, sometimes what comes through is the strongest energy, okay? And we don't always want to hear about certain connections. If that's the case, go check out another pile. But I am only reading energy here. So whatever's strong, whatever you've picked is going to come through. So I have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them. And then we're going to take a look at the tarot. So you guys picked the Grunge Tarot. That's what we'll be using today for your reading. So let's take a look at what this is all about, okay? So we have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in our head. We have, I feel like I can be my true self around you. Well, that's good. Divine counterpart. Oh my goodness. Okay. Feeling mixed energy so far. Defeat. Aquarius energy coming through with the star. And we have Beyond Illusion, 6/6, change your perception. Hangman energy coming through, Pisces. We have Balance, Sagittarius energy coming through for me, and Libra, 12. 12 or the number 3, about growth, relationships, initial success. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our 3-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. Wow. Yeah, balance for sure. I'm feeling mixed energy, like I said. Sensuality, 36, or the number 9. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spirits in human bodies, we are sensual beings, experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. Yes. Okie dokie. And we have Mature Woman, Socialite, Connector, connector, okay, and high society. Mature woman, divine feminine energy coming through. And then we have the void. And this is 42. 42 could be a significant number, or number 6. 6 is about balance, equal reciprocity. 6 is also about problem solving, compassion, finding harmony. It could be the Lovers in the tarot, which is all about a choice or destined partner. It can also be the Devil in the tarot, which is unhealthy ways of being, obsessions. And we have sensuality here, which comes through as the Devil. Sex coming through here, quite strong. Okay, so we're going to pull some tarot as well, and then we'll get into your intuitive reading. Spirits, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful. Pile number 4, and what they're needing to know in regards to where this connection is headed. A connection on their mind. Tell us more about this connection. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. We're looking at the right here, right now, in this connection, and seeing the energetic state so we can see where it's sort of headed. Now, they felt kind of like this, so that's how I'm going to read them. The World in reverse, the 10 of Cups, 3 Wands. Spirits, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4, please. What are they needing to know here? 3 Pentacles in reverse, 7 Pentacles in reverse, 7 Wands, and King of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor, divine masculine energy, Aries energy, and with the King of Cups, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Just going to open the window. Give me a second, okay? Okay, guys. Yes. Sorry, it's going to probably get loud here. I might have to close it, but it's really hot in this room. So let me sit with this energy for a little bit so we could tap into what is this messaging all about. Just give me a second, okay? Under the Emperor, we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very attractive queen. A lot of passion coming through here, okay? Like a lot of passion. I feel as though, now you can flip roles. I don't know if I'm reading for your person or you, okay? But the energy I'm reading here, somebody here who feels like they sort of missed out, or they're really sort of stuck on this connection. Okay, so you feel really stuck on the connection here. That is replaying in your mind what it could have been, what should have happened, what could be, and I feel like it's a healing process for you. So this is more an energy about self. I feel like you're really stuck in your mind about what you wanted and how things could be, and it didn't work out, and what you really want and how it could grow and how it could work. And I feel like you're wanting to make this connection work. I feel like, yeah, like you really want to make this connection work, although I feel like the other energy here is very removed. And so I feel like this person was either incapable of expressing how they felt, or they weren't showing their love for you. And I'm not getting a whole lot of this other person, to be honest with you, but we are going to pull a little bit more tarot to see what the future state is here. But this is kind of like what led up to it in current state. And I feel like current state is somebody here who is unavailable emotionally, who you're really attracted to, who you're really pulled to, who is unavailable. And it could be that this person could be with another partner, or just they're not emotionally showing up here for you. You're not quite sure what to do. I feel there's a desperation here, because I feel like you're really feeling a connection to this person. You're feeling like this person could be your person. And so you're not quite sure how to find the balance here, because I feel like you're really wrapped up in this person and what could be. And so because it didn't work or it's not working, you're feeling defeated. But I feel like the pull sexually here is very strong. The connection is very strong. And I feel like what Spirit is showing is that you're having to come into some sort of balance of self and understanding your own value. And I feel like there's sort of you not understanding your self-worth. I feel like it's you not being sort of in an energy here that stands your ground as to what it is that you want and what it is you deserve. So as you keep yourself ruminating and pining and stuck over a connection that didn't happen, it prevents you from finding someone here who is capable of being available and showing up. So Spirit is showing the person you came here about being removed, not available, not expressing their emotions, maybe even potentially not feeling love for you. Or at least you kind of doubt or maybe think because this person is emotionally not showing up. And so you might feel more like wanting to fight for this person, or how can you stand to gain this person back or make them love you? And so there's sort of a desperation here. And I feel like you and this person could have connected sexually. And it could have just been sort of a physical encounter, or at least maybe you're ruminating over this. Like, was it more? Or was it just a sexual encounter? Is that all this was? And you know, like, could they provide something practical here? Could they show up? Is there going to be a future here? Could there be more we could build upon? Like, you don't know, and you can't sort of move on from this sort of understanding. And I feel you want to fight for this connection because you feel like this person is someone here who you could see you having a future with. But I feel like there is some illusion here. And I feel like the illusion here is you needing to deal with the fact that if this person was feeling in a way that wanted what you wanted, that this person would show up. And so I feel as though I'm reading for either something that never happened at all. Okay, and I mean, maybe sexually is something happening, but a connection that never solidified ever. Or someone that you're just fantasizing over here. Okay, and I feel like you're fantasizing over here about this person, what could be and what future you can have here, and nothing's really happened, nothing's really panned out. So this is teaching us to close out some cycle of self. Now, I'm not saying that this person could never be available, because we're going to dig into a little bit of that. But what Spirit is showing here is that your world is needing to be reviewed in order for you to conclude certain things about self, for you to find some sort of healing and some sort of balance about how you see self and what's going on in your world right now, so that you can engage with someone here who could show up here. But you have to get empowered to do this. And know that you deserve an equal counterpart. And the equal counterpart is someone who is available in a tangible way, in a practical way, not in a sort of a energetic sexual way. So once you start to tweak how you see this, things come into reality and you feel more empowered, and you come into some divine feminine sort of mature energy that's no longer replaying sort of thoughts in your mind or seeing certain things you're wanting to believe or see. And I feel like you're sad, you're losing hope, and you feel like you've lost, but you haven't. And so I think this energy is what's keeping you stuck. Okay, so Spirit's coming through here very strong and saying you're not stuck. This connection, okay, we don't see yet, but so I'm not giving you false hope because I don't see anything of this. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but you can attain your wish, your hope. And if your wish and your hope is to find a divine counterpart that's balanced, that shows up, that you connect with, that you could create something with here, like a happily ever after, a family, okay, produce something of value, you have to acknowledge your energy right now and close out this chapter. Heal, find balance in self. Okay, this is going to allow you to ascend into a beautiful divine empress who knows her self-worth, who isn't just sort of hanging around for bits and pieces here of something that isn't of value. You have to create this. And because right now you're sitting in this energy and it's not allowing you to get what you want. Okay, and when I say what you want, you can't manifest a specific person, but you can certainly manifest what you want if it's a balanced union, you know, a give and take partnership. So because we feel very connected, we have an idea of this person fulfilling some sort of dream of ours. And no one can fulfill our dream. Only we can fulfill our dream once we change the way we're seeing things. So I feel like there's a mindset here that needs to be broken. And then an emperor can come in here, but we need to be the emperor and get empowered to do this, okay? So I feel like you're going to manifest an emperor, Queen of Wands. I feel you're very beautiful. I feel like you're very attractive, okay? I feel like you are sort of the type of energy here that is capable of anything, but we're in a rut right now, and our mindset is impacting what we're manifesting. It's impacting how we can move forward. It's impacting our future happiness. Okay, we might be idolizing this connection as the be-all, end-all. Meanwhile, we're needing to deal with something here and close something out that needs to be dealt with first so that we can have a happily ever after. And acknowledge that what we want to manifest here isn't happening until we deal with this. Okay, so King of Cups in reverse. Somebody emotionally unavailable. Hasn't expressed themselves, could not show up. Why? Let's take a look. What's going on with this King of Cups? What's the future state of the specific person here? Because what I'm seeing is the future state of the person that I'm reading, not necessarily the future state of the flip person here. So let's see if we can get what's the future state of this connection and this King of Cups in reverse. What does pile number 4 need to know about this person, this connection specifically? What is the message here for the greatest and highest good? And sorry if I'm delivering this harsh, because I do feel like, you know, there's a certain belief we're having here, and I'm not wanting to, you know, deliver a message here that's painful, although I do feel like you're needing to deal with some sort of truth that is difficult for you to embrace here in order for you to move on to this next step. Okay, so this is guidance from Spirit, what you're needing to address, and this might be a very difficult step for you. And we might be stuck here for a while, but as long as we keep feeling like this, look at how this looks. Okay, as long as we keep feeling like this person's unavailable, and I could imagine the future, and I'm pulled in sexually, and I really feel a strong tie, and this is my person, and as long as we keep staying stuck here, okay, now, because this message is now we start looping. Now we start being in that mindset and creating the same energy over and over and over again. Okay, so I think we can start to see, but we need to start acknowledging so that we can get our wish, so we can start attaining something we want and not feel defeated. So, King of Cups, future state, what's going on here? Queen of Swords, yeah, that's you. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Queen of Swords is no bullshit, okay? She doesn't let her emotions sort of drive her. You know, she's not, oh, I'm attracted to this person, or that energetically this is my person. She's just saying, hey, what's the honest truth? I need to get clear about my future. I need to be honest with myself, okay? She doesn't make up stories. She learns from her pain, and she's able to be certain about her future, okay? She lets logic sort of guide her, and the logic here is someone unavailable is not producing. No matter how much I want them, I have to be honest with this. And now I start to move forward, okay, with this honest truth. 5 Swords, the inner conflict we are already feeling. So we have inner conflict here. Ace of Swords, the honest truth. Getting honest with self. Getting very clear and certain about what I want for self. And embracing this truth, no matter how painful, because this sort of truth is about, through adversity, we find the truth. We start to see clearly. 7 Swords, becoming honest. Okay, 7 Swords is the deceit card when in the upright. And in the reverse, it's the thief returning the swords. Because we're now being honest. We're now seeing something here. Okay, where we were sabotaging self, or where we were being dishonest to self, or where we weren't wanting to see a truth. 7 Pentacles, and the truth is we weren't manifesting, we weren't producing our harvest. So we wanted to birth some harvest here, and we weren't. And we were putting in our energy, okay? Whatever energy you were putting into this, mentally, physically, okay? We need to kind of cut our losses or be truthful about what this is. And we have the King of Cups still showing up in the reverse, because until this person makes themselves emotionally available, we can't be stuck in this energy no more, is what Spirit is showing, okay? And so this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and the Ace of Wands. So this is, again, the passion, okay? This sometimes is the sexual card, the Ace Wands, okay? But I feel like Spirit is showing this King of Cups, when inspired to show up, will show up. But we ourselves need to get inspired. The spark that allows us to see clearly, to move forward, will then trigger a cascade effect. And we saw the Emperor showing up in the bottom of the deck in your other spread, which is once we're honest, once we see clear, once we lay boundaries with self, I will no longer ruminate. I will make myself only available to that of which is showing up emotionally, and stick to that and know it and be very clear and honest with self, not tucking it away in our ego, not making excuses and reasons why we need to be here, or because that's the conflict, you know, multiple voices telling us, supporting a narrative here in our head because we want to believe it to be true. We accept a fate. We accept a fate. Then that's when things get triggered, because we can't trick the divine. We can't trick the divine with our ego. The divine sees through these tricks. And so this is what triggers a King of Cups. I don't know if it's the same one, to get inspired to show up as an Emperor here, okay? But this is, we really need to come here sort of organically and not pretend. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, there you are. Solid, stable, able to rely on self. This is the single mom. I could do it myself. I could rely on myself. I don't need anyone else, okay? I don't need anyone else. And I mean, it's nice to have someone else here, but when we get to this energy, we don't need someone here who's showing up like this. And we recognize this isn't adding value to your life. Okay, it's keeping you stuck and making you feel sad, and it's keeping you in loop. So it's like, I can become my own dependable sort of Queen of Pentacles self through a Queen of Swords energy, which is embracing a truth I know. Okay, and then it opens the door to this sort of divine masculine. Now, because I didn't see anything about the King of Cups except for him showing up still in this reverse, Spirit's really wanting you to know that the only way to get this spark going is for you to embrace that type of energy. I'm going to see 3 cards because I feel like I need to wrap this up in 3 cards, something you're needing to know right here, right now. The Lovers, yes, it's coming. The Moon in reverse, getting out of illusion. 4 Swords, healing. Okay. Repeating the message. So, Lovers, destined partners. This is your divine counterpart, okay? There is a choice here to be had. And I'm not saying here with this person. It could be, but for you, to find your true love, to find a partnership, to find someone who shares the same values you do, to go down this path. We need to come out of illusion. So we're going to come out of illusion. We're going to come out of lies, deception, what we might be sort of seeing as an ideal thing. We're going to become honest. We become very honest and clear, and we start to see clearly. And this requires reflecting, healing. It requires us sitting with 3 swords. But we sit with this truth, no matter how painful, right? 4 swords, we sit with the truth, the hard truth. And we sit with 3 swords and try to recuperate, reflect, be very honest, so we can straight up come out of this moon. You're in moonlight energy, pile number 4. And you might know this, and this is maybe what you're working on. Okay, and so until you come out of it organically and authentically, then you're not going to come to this Lovers just yet. So know this, that the Lovers here is waiting for you the minute you're out of deception, the minute you become honest, the minute you reflect enough here to overcome this pain of recognizing there's a King of Cups that is emotionally unavailable, and you deserve a balanced partnership. Okay, so you need to see this in order to see clearly, in order to get out of this defeat energy that you're sitting in. And this is hard, very hard, okay? I do love you very much, and I wish you the very best. If you're drawn to another pile, I will see you there. Bye-bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 5. You guys picked the Road. And sorry for the background noise. I had to open the window here. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the different pathways, the different ways that the connection on your mind can go, or at least where it's headed, I should say. And so if you tap into connection you're not wanting to hear about, it is probably the most strongest energy around you. Okay, so sometimes we hear about people we're not wanting to hear about, so you can go check out another pile. Okay, so energy's funny that way. And my channel, it pulls up the strongest energy. And so the intent here is to look at a connection, a person on your mind, and where is it sort of headed. So in order to tell whether this is your pile, we're kind of going to paint a picture here, okay, of what has happened and where you're kind of at and what's going on in order to see sort of where it's headed. So pre-shuffled oracle cards, I've not looked at these, and you guys picked the pot tarot. Okay, so pot tarot will be used here, but let's lay the oracle cards to see what we see, and then we'll get into your reading. So we have passion. It says incense, which I think is a typo. Instant chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. Okay, lots of passion. Twin flame journey. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's interesting how twin flame comes up in my readings very often here. Okay, so twin flame journey. Now, if you don't resonate with the title or the label so much, this is a soul connection, very deep, okay? And these journeys are very powerful, where we learn about self. Okay, so silent treatment. Oh my goodness. So we have sort of two energies coming through here. Abundance. 7 cups overflowing. Third eye overflowing with abundance. Okay. We have Master Alchemist with 5. 5 is a challenging number, all about conflict and loss, also about change and rebuilding. And then we have the Violet Flame Activation. Violet Flame Activation. This is sort of releasing, healing, detaching from things that we might have been attached to at some point. So we have the 7th chakra. Oh my goodness. The energy of the crown chakra supports our feeling of being connected to a higher power and part of a larger whole. Yeah, this is like getting downloads, being in touch with the divine, tapping into our psychic abilities, really waking up here with the crown chakra. Grace, 24. Or number 7 coming out again. So we have 7, 7. 7 is all about faith, wisdom, which taps into this crown. Okay, it's also about reflection, understanding. It's the Chariot in the tarot, which is about success with the universe, forward movement. The frequency of grace supports our smooth adaptation to and anticipation of life's currents and changes as we evolve towards a higher vibration of ourselves on this earthly plane, bridging the divine with the human essence. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Twin flame. Activation here. Very strong. Family. Origin. Soul family in groups. Yeah, like I said, twin flame is our soul family. Okay, a soul connection here. Coming in contact with our soul family. Coming in contact with our authentic self. And here we have the fog. It says nebula. 39. Or the number 12. Okay. So let's pull some tarot and see if we could see a little bit more here, and then I will sit with the energy and tap into this reading. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful, beautiful pile number 5 in regards to this connection and where it's headed and what's going on. What are they needing to hear right here, right now in regards to this connection? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 5. And thank you so, so much, pile 5, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be doing your reading today. Thank you so, so much. 2 more cards, spirits. Pile number 5's connection. And where this is headed and what they need to know. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the lovers. Oh my goodness. We have twin flames, we have the lovers, destiny, partnership, the choice, or destined partner. Gemini energy. I'm not sure if I said Gemini already. And under that we have the 9 of bongs, and that's 9 cups. Emotional fulfillment. Okay, let's take a look. We have the King of bongs. So this is the King of cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Buds. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Look at this. Now, if you were drawn to 4, there might be a tie, okay? I haven't felt a tie in any of them yet so much, but could be, because we got the Queen of Pentacles and a reverse sort of King of Cups. So this could be the evolved version of that connection. And we have 5 of pipes. There's 5 swords. 5 swords. Okay. And we have Queen of Pipes. a Queen of Swords. And this came out for pile 4 as well. So we'll see if this is a more evolved version. I sure hope 4 comes over here, because we sometimes see past, present, and future. Okay, we sometimes see past, present, and future. So you might resonate with the passing energy of either one of these piles. And here we have the Tower in reverse. And here we have the Star. 2 majors. No, sorry, 3 majors. Aquarius energy. I don't know how to have this like that. Okay, so let me sit here with this energy and see what I see. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, I do feel, and I really hope pile 4 comes over here, unless they really resonate with that being current state, because I feel as though this is kind of connected to 4 in some way here, but you don't have to sort of resonate fully, okay? And like I said, these read like a story. So what I'm feeling is you're in a situation here with somebody who is emotionally unavailable, who has not either expressed how they feel to you or just emotionally unavailable, not shown up, cannot make themselves available here, okay? And I feel you're a very beautiful Queen of Pentacles here. This is someone capable, dependable, reliable, not needing anyone to fulfill her. Okay, she's stable on her own, but I feel like you're experiencing a 5 swords here, and you're understanding this. You're becoming very clear about 5 sword situations where there's sabotage, where this person, by not being available, is creating sabotage in this connection in some way, or making things very difficult and challenging for you, where there's a no-win. Okay, whether they're intending on it or not, I feel you see it, you understand it, which is an evolved version of pile 4. So as you're seeing this, you understand this, you want to be in truth and clarity. Okay, and so I feel as though the realization's already happened, that you're saying, you know what, this person's unavailable, and that there is a partnership for me that provides value, that's going to be balanced, that I can choose, that I can't give up hope, that I have to heal, and that I have to get there, that I have to make myself available. So this King of Cups is unattainable right now. And although I might have wished something to happen here, I saw it as a distant thing in the future that could potentially happen. But right now it is 5 swords. Right now they're unavailable. Right now it hasn't happened. I have seen the tower fall because I could see the truth of what I've experienced. I've experienced pain potentially, or I've experienced my illusions falling away. And I know my strength. And I know that I can have a partnership here. But what's benefiting me, okay, I'm talking like you here, okay? If you don't understand this as your energy, then this is something you're coming into some sort of awareness here, that you're in a journey of sorts that is really, really powerful here, connecting you to spirit. So by this person not being available, by you not connecting with this person right here, right now, at this time, whether you do in the future, we'll see where this path goes with the road ahead. But right here, right now, whatever's happened because this person's unavailable has made you awaken to your psychic abilities, has connected you to the divine, has made you really understand from a place, pull deep within you, from your soul here, how to connect to the divine, how to shed things that you're attached to, how to deal with yourself, how to navigate in the dark or the fog, which in the fog, we only see a certain distance ahead of us. We can't see all the way down the road. So we have to deal with what's exactly in front of us, not knowing. We don't know where this King of Cups is going to be. But right now, all we see is right in front of us is this King of Cups is unavailable. And it's causing all sorts of 5 swords. And I'm not getting my wish and what I want. And I know I need to heal. So that's all I see. I cannot see any further. And why I can't is because I got to trust the divine. I'm working through a journey here of experience. I'm learning grace on myself, how to unconditionally maybe love someone who is unavailable here, but still not sort of surrender myself and still move towards something that I could find value and balance. And so I need to integrate these lessons learned, and I need to really focus on what I need to shed here, because there's lots of healing when I detach from the world I've created in the 3D world that has me stuck or has me attached. So I'm shedding people, things that don't serve me, for my greatest good, that the divine is leading me. And this is a massive spiritual journey. And so at the end, I do know intuitively, without wavering, my faith in spirits, that I'm going to find a balanced partnership here if it's meant to be. That I'm going to find so much abundance, but I'm the one who has to be available. I'm the one who has to navigate in the fog until I get here. And so as I release these things, I'm trusting the divine to help me release what I don't need, to help me heal and get through this. And that this is a rite of passage of me going through this in order for me to learn lessons here. And so I do feel very connected to this King of Cups. I feel like this is my soul family that triggered me to go on this sort of twin flame journey, or this reflection of self, this connection to spirits, this spiritual awakening, this dark night of the soul, this shedding of the ego, this whole transformation that happens. And I don't see what the end result is here. Okay, I don't see it. And so I am working on building something solid here. Building something solid. Finding my path. Finding my soul family. Finding what I can connect to. Finding trust in spirit. Finding my spiritual self. All this without seeing and hearing in the 3D world what's going to happen with this person or where I'm being led. But my confidence, although sometimes it's sad and sometimes I waver in my full knowing, there's a deep understanding that spirit has my back and that I'm going to attain abundance here. Okay, for the most part. But I mean, I am human. And so sometimes I might doubt, but then I get back on knowing that I'm tapping into something much more greater than this connection, much more divine, much more important than a connection here that could happen in the 3D world. So in the 5D, I'm really tapped into spirit. I'm really tapped into the divine. And this gift is more abundant than any 3D relationship with someone who is emotionally unavailable and in a 5 swords. Major healing. Okay, so self-healing. Now, let's look. This connection specifically then, where is it leading to? Okay, I feel like it's leading to your sort of freedom of finding your truest self, your powerful, majestical, divine self here. Okay, that's been uncovered by an activation of this King of Cups. Look at that, the star falling out again. Aquarius energy, your hopes, your wishes. 3 of buds, which is 3 pentacles in reverse. So what is the future state here of this connection? As far as we can sort of see here, spirit, clear and concise message, what pile 5 is needing to hear right here, right now. The Emperor, look at that. This is so tied to 4. The Emperor is coming because we've embraced it. We've done the journey. Okay, now the journey never really ends, but when we don't resist, when we accept truths, when we go where we're supposed to with the divine, we get empowered to do this, and in comes exactly what we're needing. An Emperor, divine masculine energy. Okay, now we're not needing an Emperor, although I feel like with the Lovers, we're welcoming an energy here who is capable of showing up. Now we have the 2 buds, which is the 2 pentacles. And 7 of pipes, which is 7 swords in reverse. Yeah, we're accepting a truth here that we weren't seeing in the past. 9, and this is still buds. So 9 pentacles in the reverse and 7 cups. Okay, so as far as we can see here, pile number 5, you're embracing a truth here. You're becoming very honest, and what this does is it reflects back to this King of Cups, whatever you're dealing with here. Okay, this person. Now this twin flame journey is already sort of triggered here in this energy that I'm feeling. So you're going through this regardless of what this person does. But when we have a twin flame, it activates the other side, the other person, to experience what they're needing in regards to healing. So when we get closer to finding the divine, our twin flame gets closer to finding the divine. Okay, masculine and feminine energies here when we're talking about a soul connection. And so I feel like you're healing. You're leading the way here in the fog. You're leading the way as I feel divine feminine energy, okay? And so I feel like you're no longer in the wishy-washy turbulency here. You're no longer in a situation that doesn't provide for you. You're becoming very honest about this. And what this does is reflect back to this Emperor to be very honest and in their own life, that they weren't allowing themselves to be in a capable energy here with this 9 Pentacles, okay, which is making themselves available, confident, secure, and being in an energy here that makes them sort of contribute and be available to this connection. So there's a truth here. And so this reflection back is that this Emperor sees that they've been 7 cups, that they're having to navigate their own fog, okay, because this is all about 7 cups, is not seeing very clearly, muddled thinking, okay. And so I feel like how far we can see as an Emperor, who's a divine masculine here, okay, navigating through their own fog, understanding how they're unavailable, becoming very honest, seeing that they were incapable of showing up, okay, and having to really sit with that energy so that they can choose what they're wanting for self here, okay. But only once we reach whatever state we're reached here of self and self-reflection, does it then reflect back to this King of Cups, okay. Now, if this King of Cups is our true twin flame here and you're resonating with this is this King of Cups in the reverse, okay. Now, if we're not so sure if we're on this twin flame journey, what this does is you connecting with whatever that King of Cups was in reverse is now opening the door for you meeting your Emperor, who is coming into some sort of truth and clarity, becoming honest with self about how to make himself available, coming into true divine masculine energy from a state of confusion and fog, okay, because of your own sort of guiding star, your own sort of healing that you've been able to do. And look at that, King of Butts. So becomes available, goes from a 9 Pentacles, unavailable, not committed, unable to show up, to someone who is committed, solid, dependable, father energy, King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, okay. So from confusion, I feel like you get certain here about some availability where he wasn't able to show up. So I feel the future of this is very strong. I feel this is tied to 4. So if you resonated with 4, okay, which I feel bad because 4 might have been an old energy, and this could be a more new energy. Although I feel like whoever was meant to hear 4 was meant to hear 4, and whoever's made their way here because they were drawn to 4 and 5, they might see this as the future state of whatever happened there in 4, because I feel like there was a need to embrace a truth to come to this point in order for there to be a major shift for the Emperor to come in, which is how 4 ended. Emperor comes in, okay, the Emperor comes in, and this is either the King of Cups in reverse or the Emperor that we were meant to like really connect with here, like our soul family, because we've tapped into some really spiritual shit here, okay, like very deep. This journey was supposed to happen the way it exactly did, for us to heal and see the way, and for us to attain what we were supposed to here, which is the connection with the divine. Absolutely beautiful. I feel a very beautiful energy here. Very beautiful. Okay. So this is what I see. Aries energy, Aquarius energy, and like I said, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Beautiful pile number 5. I hope this resonated for you. I love you so, so much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, beautiful, gorgeous angels. Pile number 6, last pile, avenue. I grew up on an avenue. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the pathway ahead for this connection on your mind. Like, where's this headed? And in order to see kind of where it's headed, we'll look at what has transpired and where the connection's sort of at, in order for you to kind of see where it's going. Now, it's been reading like a story coming from your perspective, essentially, is how all the other ones turned out, which is so awesome that nothing really was weird so far, knock on wood. Yours might be weird. We'll see. I did grow up in a weird house, so I don't know why weird's coming through, but nothing wrong with weird. Let's take a look at what this pathway is, where we're headed. So the tarot pack we're using is the Crow Tarot, and we'll pull some tarot, but right now we're going to take a look at the pre-shuffled oracle cards. I have not looked at these at all. I do not know what they are about. We'll lay these out, then we'll pull some tarot. Now, sometimes the connection we're not wanting to hear about pulls through, and that is because it is the strongest in our energy field. I'm just reading energy. If you don't want to hear about this person or this connection, go to another pile, or I don't know. That's how it works here, okay? And sometimes it comes from reverse perspective. Could be coming from your person's perspective. So just take what resonates. Don't force anything to fit, but we're looking at the connection you came here about and seeing what we see. All right. So what do we have? The Chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship. Fear of abandonment issue. Okay. And we have Silver, 25. or the number 7. All right. And we have against nature with 56, or the number 11. 11 is a master number. Divine inspiration, synchronicity, and the encouragement to keep going. Okay. And we have, I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you, sorry. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you. Okay, and I get emotional when I think of you. And there is something I am hiding from you. With this big black blob here, almost like we can't see what's behind there. Something hidden. Okie dokie. And we have endurance, 4 eyes. Endurance. We have 7-7 with the king, divine masculine. Wow, we had the queen energy come through one of the piles. Very strong. And now we're having the divine masculine coming through. So could be flip person. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay. And we have surrender, 39, or the number 12. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusory control and yield to the flow of love and life. Let's put that there. Okay. 12, or the number 3. 3 is about growth, relationships, initial success. 3 is also Empress energy, divine feminine energy right here beside this divine masculine. Something about balance coming through. Strong divine feminine energy I'm getting. Union. You guys, I really feel, and I'm going to be premature with this, but which pile was this? Pile 3 might be your flip person, okay? It's coming through as a message here. So if you saw 3 first and you buggered off, you might not tap into 6 here, but 6 I think is your person. And 6, I think 3 is your person, but let's see. I'm feeling it. 4-4. 4-4 is a master number. It's about integrity as a foundation, treating the earth as home and a temple, and its manifestation and leadership. Now we have union here. The energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. Surrender, union, divine masculine. I'm feeling the union came out for 3. Divine feminine, queen, came out for pile 3. We have the chaser here. We had the runner in 3. And I won't ruin any more of 3. If you want it, you go see it. We have beauty queen, unless, of course, I have to tap into it, because that's how I read energy. And if I ruin it, then I ruin it. Beauty queen, shining, on stage, and adored. Look at her, just absolutely enjoying life, work, profession, college, workplace. Okay, this energy is coming through really, really, really strong. Very strong here. So let's pull the tarot. And because this tarot is wide, it's going to take up space. And I feel like this person's taken up space, and unapologetically so. So let's see. Pile number 6. Pile 6. Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful, beautiful pile number 6. What is going on in this connection? Where is it headed? And what does pile 6 need to know about this connection specifically, right here, right now? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile 6. Thank you so, so much, pile 6, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so grateful, so blessed that you're here. And of course, Spirit, we're so blessed to do this reading. Thank you so, so much for these messages today. No, not feeling right. Okay. We have 7 Wands in reverse. Yes, that's kept coming out. In fact, I said I wasn't going to mention pile 3, but too bad. The 7 Wands was in between the divine feminine and divine masculine in reverse. Okay, and it meant it had multiple meanings here with the 7 Wands. The moon in the reverse, Pisces energy. I'm also getting Cancer from the moon. 8 Swords in reverse and 3 Pentacles. Okay, let's pull 3 more cards. Spirits, what is pile number 6 needing to know about this connection and the state in which it's headed? Hierophant in reverse. Yes. Death in reverse. Scorpio energy, Taurus energy. One more. 3 major arcanas. Wowzers. And the Hangman. 4 major arcanas. Pisces energy. Bottom of the deck. The Devil. Capricorn. Holy, you guys. These readings, so powerful energetically. I don't know what's going on here, but you guys never cease to amaze me. And some readings are just really crazy. Weird. And that's probably why I was feeling weird, because this is just weird that this came out like this. Spirit just does this. Anyway, I don't know why I keep being surprised. What's under the Devil? Ace of Cups in reverse. You guys, go watch pile 3. You don't know what I'm feeling right now. And what I'm feeling right now, I haven't felt in a very long time doing readings. It makes me laugh. Okay, Linda, focus. I'm going to get into this reading, but it's just so funny how Spirit does this. Even with the commentary at the beginning. I lived on an avenue street here. Something weird is going on. Okay, let's read this. This is funny energy. So, not funny, but funny. Give me a minute. I'm going to tap into this. I'm sorry if this is your first time here. I'm weird, but I'm not normally this weird. So just give me a minute, and then I'm going to get into your reading without my editorializing. Okay. Pile 6. I feel you've come here as a divine feminine energy. Doesn't mean you were born female. I just feel like you've gone through a connection with someone here who was unavailable to you because they were battling with devil ways. Okay, devil ways is where we're unhealthy because we either have addictions or we're bound to certain things that are unhealthy, or we just cannot sort of detach from the devil who has a hold on us. And as we know, the devil is something we could shine the light on in order for us to understand it's a big illusion that we've sort of tied ourselves to. And so I feel like the person you've been dealing with has been dealing with devil energies. And I feel like you've been pulled into devil energies in this connection in the past. And potentially you're still working through this, okay? If you're resonating, I don't know where you are in the timeline here, but I'm feeling as though what you're coming into some sort of understanding is you were in some chasing mode here. Potentially obsessed with this person. Codependent situation with the devil and codependency. Okay, really obsessed with this person, I feel here. Okay, and this sometimes happens in twin flame connections where we just get pulled energetically into someone else's drama. I feel you were, and I feel like you endured, and I feel like you carried the weight of this connection, only to find yourself second best, only to find yourself not this person's priority, only to find yourself sort of sitting in an energy here that wasn't reflective of your true value with silver. It's not gold, and it certainly is not platinum. And you're a platinum type person here. Okay? And so, with this shining, with this on stage, you've come into an energy here that I feel is knowing your self-worth and understanding where things were devilly here. Surrendering to the universe. Surrendering to understanding your self-worth. Focusing, some of you guys on work, some of you guys on school, some of you guys on bettering yourself. You've worked on self. You've worked spiritually on self. You've worked on surrendering. I feel that you feel this person was someone you were truly, truly connected to as a divine counterpart. That you're glad you experienced. That I feel you still feel very tied to energetically, but it no longer controls you because you've surrendered. And so I feel like you might have fought against what was supposed to sort of happen here because our ego might have wanted things to go in a certain way in our own timing, to our own will, rather than to divine timing. And so we were fighting, we were chasing, we were trying to make something work, only to find ourselves sitting second place here, or second best to this person and whatever they were focused on or doing. And what they were focused on was devil things, okay, unhealthy things, things that held them back, addictions, whatever they were dealt with. And so we were second fiddle. Okay, and so I feel like you feel very strong tied to this person. I think you care a lot about this person. And in fact, I feel love, unconditional, deep love. I feel you feel a deep sense of gratitude for meeting this person. But I feel as though right now there's an energy of you that you haven't shared with this person that they aren't seeing, which is your surrender. You're looking at the situation as something that doesn't stand in your value. You no longer value this connection, and you're coming out of whatever moonlight in order to release yourself of the devil. You're shedding through the illusion of whatever was here. Okay, and I feel like in order to do this, you're working through a lot of releasing things that aren't serving you, like devil connections, your obsession with this person or whatever attachment you had, because I feel there was no commitment to putting you sort of as a priority here, okay? Not committing, you're kind of this second place here in this person's world, or so you feel. And so I feel like with this 8 swords in reverse, it's like, why am I limiting myself and my joy and my own union by anchoring myself to someone in devil energy? Because I wasn't seeing very clearly and led by my emotions and how strong I felt. And so my inability to let go has made this very difficult for me. And so now as you work on letting go, understanding what values you do have that have completely shifted here, so that you can find a 3 Pentacles, something in a practical world that's going to give to you something you can build and create. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a connection, because I feel some of you guys are focused on a creation, your work, building something here, working with, I don't know, an entity, another, creating something that's actually tangibly of value here that's going to show up in your world. Not something that is held back or something that is limiting you or something that is creating illusions. And so I feel like you're releasing. And I feel as you release this, we might not have fully communicated exactly this sort of shift in our energy to this person we're dealing with here, this divine masculine. And I feel like this divine masculine has a very sort of narrow sort of understanding of what they see has happened with this hangman. And I feel like your perspective here is focused on one thing only now. You're no longer interested in devil. You're no longer interested in going against nature. Your surrender here is to, I can only see one thing, and the one thing here is I need to produce for myself, and I have to release. Okay, and it's to the point where you don't want to have anything else sort of gets in the way of this thought. That's your thought, is I got to get out of 8 swords. I don't no longer want to be limited by this person. I no longer want to be limited and held back by this situation. I no longer want to see untruths. I no longer want to fight for something here that's only having me feel like I'm not prioritized here, that I'm not committed to or valued, that I have better values here. That in order for me to come into some sort of union with self or union with what I want to create here, whether it be another connection, is I need to surrender. I need to surrender. And so I feel like you're no longer this sort of flexible, open-minded person here who is trying to work with the devil, negotiate with the devil by trying to see things in certain ways so that you can work with the devil, fight against certain things so that you can win against the devil. You're now saying, you know what? The devil exists, and it ain't my devil to hang on to go down with. I surrender. I no longer want to fight this fight. I no longer want to go against what Spirit is telling me. And what Spirit is telling me here is that I've endured, and now I can see where I've been limited and stuck, and that I am to be valued, and I do deserve commitments. And I could see this being the only answer to me, is that unless I find commitment and a balance, this is what I value. And until I find this and see this, I cannot give of myself. And so this connection could not commit itself to me. I am releasing, and I feel like your shift here is creating a shift in the divine masculine, because I feel if you're connecting to 3, this divine masculine wants to find union. And I feel like you're coming into union with this masculine, whether you're wanting to or not, although I see in your point of view, which is really connected to 3, you don't want to deal with your divine masculine anymore. And I feel like you feel very silver, and you don't deserve to be silver. I think this is the only thing that you see, is you being free, you shining on stage, you being treated in a super duper sort of energy here of creating something beautiful. And this is you releasing. And this Ace of Cups came through all throughout 3, which is learning about your self-worth, self-value, being able to overflow from a cup so we can become available to someone else, so we can share 2 cups. So I think you were learning about your self-worth, which was, I don't have to martyr myself. I don't have to stay in devil energies. I don't have to be limited. I don't have to see things here. My cup is overflowing, but it's overflowing for myself. It's overflowing for myself. And so I'm focused on self because I've had to sit here and I was trying to give from a cup to somebody who wasn't taking from the cup. And so now, new beginning and new emotional beginning, because we're sitting on understanding our self-worth and working through this. If we haven't yet reached our self-worth, we're understanding and breaking the limitations and seeing something different. Okay, we might not yet find the commitment we wanted. We might not have fully let go of certain things in our life that aren't reflective, but we sure see this now where we're held back, where we were seeing what we wanted to see. And so we know this was getting in the way of our Ace of Pentacles, which is this. Showing up, working with another to create some pentacle, something tangible, some fruit. Okay, so we weren't able to create and manifest a new beginning. 2 new beginnings here. 4 cups, yes, because now you're in a 4 cups. Okay, now you're in a 4 cups with this person. I think you don't want to deal with this person because this person was devil. And as far as you're concerned, they're still devil. They're unhealthy for you and they're holding you back. And so I feel this person's coming forward with a reconciliation and I don't think you're interested. And I feel like this person might have been interested in 3 cups, might still be in a 3 cups sort of situation as far as you're concerned, because 3 cups, again, a third of energy, either an addiction or a relationship or something getting in the way, something that's their gold, and it could be something unhealthy, and you're sitting here as silver. So you're no longer wanting to endure and carry this relationship. So you're looking at this offering, and I could certainly feel this person's wanting to come in with a reconciliation if you're apart from this person, which I see and feel that for pile 3 and 4, there's a parting. There's at least a divide. There could be a separation going on here, or no contact, or at least it feels very distant. And I feel like this devil person is divine masculine who is coming forward with a cup. Okay, but this cup could certainly still be in the reverse, because I think this devil energy of divine masculine is learning about self-love. And I feel you're reflecting this too. And so I feel like we're moving closer to union. But I feel like this is a low time in this connection, because in order to get to the core, the gold, oh my God, you guys, pile 3, I believe, was the gold rose. And in the middle, we talked about, I'm just ruining it for you, so you might as well go check it out. In the middle was the gold core. And here we see silver. Okay, and so I think to get to the gold, in the golden rose, there's ups, downs, ups, downs. I feel like this is you completely in the down, pulled away. But I feel it's up for you because you feel empowered. You've surrendered. And I feel like this is getting to union is the gold core. That I feel like you were either trying to endure, trying to fight for that at some point, not giving up. And you've hit a wall. And I think you no longer want this reconciliation because you see this person as a devil energy that is too held back, too engaged with unhealthy things. And you're sitting in silver. You couldn't get to the gold. And I think all you want is gold. All you want is gold. All you want to manifest is gold. You don't want anything else. Okay, so I feel this person's coming through, like I said, with reconciliation, offering a cup, and you're 4 cups, saying nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so let's see. We're going to see the future state then, the avenue. Okay, we're going to go down the avenue and see as far as we can kind of see, where is this connection headed? Okay, and as far as I can see, you're not wanting to engage here, but let's see. Maybe once this energy sort of passes, you were sitting as a reverse Page of Swords in pile 3, which is not wanting to have anything to do with this person because you were sitting with some sort of greater truth of understanding. And the truth of understanding here is your self-worth, that you were second place here, that you were fighting against some sort of entity here that wasn't allowing there to be forward movement. And so you're enduring some sort of suffering when all you had to do was just surrender. So let's see. Future states, pile number 6. What is Spirit wanting you to know about this connection? Future state right here, right now for beautiful, beautiful pile number 6, who is no longer chasing and who is finding their self-worth, who is detaching and releasing. What is the future state here? What can they expect as far as we can see in this connection for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 6? Thank you, Spirit. And one more. 6 Cups. Isn't that interesting? Because this is what was coming through for pile number 3. Reconciliation. This is soulmate energy. Person, place, or thing of the past that brings us to nostalgia that we keep thinking of, that is very innocent love. It speaks to our heart. Soul family, soul connection. So reconciliation is a 6 Cups here, okay? This is coming together. What's under that? Queen of Swords. This is your energy. Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who is probably bitter and angry, okay? This is my bitch card, the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're angry about what's happened, but I don't feel as though... I feel as though this is what is giving you sort of the clarity in regards to finding yourself. So I feel like wherever you were unclear, you are now becoming certain. And I feel as though your energy is resulting in this person wanting to come forward with a reconciliation because you've pulled back. And this Queen of Swords is no longer interested. And this is bitchy energy, okay? And as we know again with energy, as I explained, you know, it's like the polar opposites. It's magnets. As one sort of pulls towards another, the other one repels. And so I feel like you're sort of pulled away energy here. And what I think this is also saying is you don't see this reconciliation because I think you are upset. And I don't think you want to reconcile. Ace of Cups in reverse. How many times are you going to see it? You don't want to reconcile because you know you need to learn about your self-value. And if you reconcile with the devil, you're not respecting yourself. Yeah, so you want to give to yourself, and you're learning about self-love, and that's why the Death is in reverse. Scorpio energy, okay? You're learning on releasing this person. You're learning on understanding your abundance, your self-worth, your boundaries, because I feel like this is a lesson you're needing to learn in order for you to get to the gold, for you to come into union. Now, once you learn this, it can never be taken away from you. This is your experience. Hermit, yes, inward. The journey of the hermit understands self, sits with self, reflects on self, knows what self wants. And I feel like you're really diving in deep to what you want and looking at this situation as something that wasn't abundant for you, wasn't reflecting your self-worth, where you were not putting boundaries, where you were not surrendering to the universe. 8 Wands in reverse. So this is stuck energy, 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is stuck energy, and I feel like the stuckness here, you felt very stuck. And also, this is a block in communication, which I feel there's a block here, and there is something I'm hiding from you. I feel like you stopped talking to this person. I feel like you stopped talking to this person, okay? Because there's something that you know intuitively that's going to make you have to sit with seeing your true self-worth here, where you're surrendering to the universe and saying, I have to stop. I have to stop. Yeah, the devil. Because I'm not attached to the devil. I feel you really feel this divine masculine is the devil energy. Okay, very unhealthy ways with the devil. And it could be that we were really sort of dancing with the devil. So we want to stop moving with the devil. We got to pull our energy back from the devil. You don't see here this person wanting to reconcile here, this soul family. Because I think you're really, really, really focused on, with that hangman in reverse, your own value here. And how this person kept you in silver. And how much sort of you had to endure here. And what it means to surrender to self. The Tower in reverse. This is so synchronistic with pile number 3. So the Tower happens. And I feel like the Tower happens where your person understands and sees that you're pulled away here. Which is a revelation to this person to see. To see things that they couldn't see before and how they're devil. And needing to resolve where they're devil. And so this is what they're working on. But I feel like at the same time, they're wanting to come forward to reconcile. And I don't think you want anything to do with this person until they're healed. Okay, and I think you're trying to embrace some sort of truth and let the Tower fall. So I think there's something you can't unsee about this connection that has made you stop. That has made you not want to communicate with this person. I think you're seeing the devil for what the devil really is here. okay, and your own devilly ways and how you connected with this person. And so I feel as though you're wanting this tower to fully crumble and fall away so that the only thing remaining is truth. And that would require you sort of pulling your energy away and really diving in deep and understanding you're not silver, understanding you're gold. And so how do we get there? We have to totally find that from within ourselves. Fill our own cup. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, letting go. So you let go. You no longer want to hang on. Okay, 4 Pentacles in reverse. This is understanding that we don't need to hang on to this false empire. The empire needs to come tumbling down because the empire that we were hanging on to was fake, was false, was built on shaky ground, was a devil situation. It was a devil situation. And so now we surrender, we let the tower fall, and we deal with the consequences, and we no longer are in sort of this communication or wanting to move forward or dance with the devil. And we sit here reflecting, and we understand more about ourselves and where we want to give. And in the meantime, your person's coming forward here with a reconciliation because there's a deep sort of soul tie here, and you're pulled away. So this is as far as I can see. Yeah, look at that. You guys, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, divine counterparts. King of Swords, I now see. I want to communicate with you. I want to reconcile. I have a soul tie with you. I feel an innocent love here with you. Communicate with me. I understand now. And you saying, I don't want to deal with anything but my own truth. And the truth of the matter is, I've dealt with devil. I've endured. I need to surrender and come into some sort of acceptance. And all you can see is what has happened to you. So I think you're not seeing anymore where you want to endure, where you want to be flexible and make space, because I feel like your focus is very sort of pigeonholed here. And so you're not seeing now sort of this person and them coming forward with some sort of truth. You don't want to hear it, and you're certainly unapproachable here. Okay, but I feel this person feels you guys are divine counterparts here. I feel like you're just not in an approachable mood. And I feel like what Spirit is showing is union, because I feel like this dance is the divine dance of when we're up, our person's down, and when we're down, we're up. And I think you went from chaser to no longer even wanting or having any patience to deal with this person. And so I feel you're releasing, okay? But I do feel as though there's a deep connection here. And so more news at 11 as far as where this connection goes. And I do feel like your person is working towards some divine masculine ascension. And because I do feel as though he is understanding his devil ways. Now, whether he's seen the devil in order to break the cords, I don't know. But I know that your person is seeing the devil. And that the tower fell the minute you understood your sort of boundary here, which is unfortunate because I think there could have been cohesion here without all of this suffering. But obviously we suffer so that we can see things about self. And this is what we call coming into some sort of balanced union, is experiencing both sides of the coin. And this is how energy sort of makes itself balanced. Sometimes we're on one side, sometimes we're the chaser, and sometimes we're on the other side, which is the runner. And sometimes we have to endure, and sometimes we surrender. And so I feel like you're going from somebody who is enduring, who is chasing, to someone who's now surrendering, who's finding union with self, who's understanding that you no longer want to be in a silver sort of role in someone's life. Okay, but I feel both of you guys are seeing the devil ways in which you guys are and having to work with that within self, because I feel like you feel you were in devil energy by engaging. You feel you're in devil energy here by unhealthily sort of enduring and engaging in some way, or maybe being obsessed here with this person or this connection, to now being in this polar opposite energy where you just don't even want to deal with this. It's like a hard stop. It's inward focus only about self, only about self-focus, self-love, self-worth, surrender to the divine. But I do feel like there is still this soul tie here, because I feel like you're still emotionally sort of unconditionally loving of this person and glad you've connected, although you might not feel it in the moment. And this is something that I think will forever be there. Now, I do feel there is union with a reconciliation further down the road for this connection, although we don't see it here, but that's my gut feeling. But we do have to release the devil-ish ways. And all we can do is control our own sort of self. So we can only release what we're hanging on to. We can't release the devil for the other person. We can't make them see the devil, but we can release ourselves from a sinking sort of devilly ship. Okay? And I feel that's what you're doing. Pile number 6, and I'm done these readings. I love you guys so, so much. If you're drawn to any other pile, then go check it out. And I do feel 3 and 6 flip person. All right? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.